to license it.
Meep meep.
Hi everybody, and a warm welcome back to Maple Leaf Matchbox Makeovers. I'm Andrew, and on the bench today is a 1 to 62 scale Matchbox Superfast forklift truck. These were produced from 1973 to 1983, and it's number MB15 from the original 1 to 75 series. The one I'm holding is from 1973, so it's now 47 years old, which means it doesn't go back quite far enough to be one of my childhood toys, but it's got movable forks. Missing one, there's going to be some repair work there. It'll get a fresh new paint job and new decals. The wheels are reusable. All in all, it should be an easy in and out job. And I hope to restore this one to its original state of super cuteness. There's only one rivet holding this one together, so it comes out, and off comes the metal base plate. And it looks like I need to straighten one of those Superfast axles. Can you spot the missing piece? There'll be a little styrene fix-up going on in my immediate future. Now the lift assembly comes out pretty straightforward. That's metal. And the gray forks are actually plastic, which explains why it was easily broken. And I've just popped out the little plastic steering wheel. And it's a nice solid metal base. This was a very popular casting. I remember seeing lots of these around. Decals are worn right out, but this is what we're going for. Pretty good eBay shot. Lansing Bagnall is the company that is advertised on the side. And I'll make up some decals later on to put that back into its original state. I've driven out the rivet, and I'm fitting an M2 256 self-tapping screw, and everything fits as it should, so we can progress to the paint stripping. Just the metal bits go in here, and I give them a dunk, and this is a little closing compartment, so that keeps the toxic fumes in, and takes about an hour, I would say. I don't really time it. I just get busy with some other perfunctory duties like washing the parts, as I always do, just for sanitary reasons, and take out any residual dirt that's in there. If you're enjoying this video, I'd like you to give it a thumbs up and hit that like button and become a new subscriber of mine. Press the notification bell so you'll be aware of any new updates that are coming. Don't want you to miss a thing. I'm on summer holidays right now, but one video upload a week is about what I plan to do for you. Early next week, my wife is Austrian. We live in Switzerland, so it's a bordering country, and we'll take a nice drive, and that takes us through Innsbruck and Salzburg, where The Sound of Music was set, into my wife's home territory. It's always beautiful. And I hope you're enjoying your summertime and staying safe during these crazy days. A little bare metal work is required with the Dremel wire brush tool, and this glistens up the metal base and takes away any paint that's left. And While I'm doing this, I'm looking for any imperfections or casting lines that might need some attention. Generally, that's the case. I can already see a few spots that need some extra love on that lift assembly. So if you're into this hobby, you've probably got a set of dental tools. And I have had to learn how to become proficient with this because the paint stripping gel and the wire brush combined never get everything off, and so a little extra time spent here is going to give us a better paint finish at the other end of the project. And I did find a couple of lines that I want to do away with, so these are diamond files. And that makes pretty short work out of anything on a matchbox casting. I've hit the metal parts with some primer. Looks like this now, Tamiya white primer. And I'll give my attention to the styrene fork repair now. This is as far as styrene construction goes. This is about as basic as you can get. I just need to make a sharp stick. And this is a sanding block. I don't know what grit that is. I can't tell you. It's just kind of a medium. They're not marked out, and so pretty hard to rub. This is so small, I've got no fingerprints left at this point. And I'm trying to round off the tip of this, and you know what? It comes out exactly the way I wanted it. And now I'm going the flat edge to match the original. It's tapered a little bit at that round end. And I'm just eyeballing this for the right measurements and a couple of dry fits. And I'm simply going to apply a little bit of super glue here 2 or 3 times so that it sets up very well. Into the paint booth for the original color reapplication. The main base body here will be red as it was, and the lift assembly yellow. So this forklift is going to look just like it did when it came out of the factory. I call it a forklift. Matchbox calls it a forklift truck. What name do you have for it in English where you live? Is it a forklift in Tasmania, or is it a forklift truck in Argentina? I don't know. When you leave a respectful comment below, tell me where you're from and tell me what you call one of these things. I'm most interested in the geography part of this hobby and the online community. There's the repair job, and I'm going to hit that with some light gray primer, and after I give that a couple of blasts, which is almost exactly the original color, you tell me which side was repaired. Can you remember? Well, I'm super pleased with that. And I did give it 2 or 3 super glue applications, so that's going to be on there forever. I hit the base with the original black, light gray paint on the forks, yellow on the metal lift assembly, and there's the original red. All of these are before the clear coat goes on. So all original paint colors and the original wheels just needed to be refurbished a little bit with the chrome pen. Looking good now. Do you like jazz music? I'll let you listen for a little bit while I do some decal work. So just relax and chill out for a couple of moments. danger sight on the lift and the caution bars on the back of the casting aren't original, but we're improving the safety standards here today. And I looked for a couple of these logos online just with a Google Images search, and I found a few, but I couldn't really download it and copy it. They were never at exactly the right angle or sharp focus, so I made my own, and I got them pretty close. In all of these castings, if there's ever interlocking or sliding parts like there is here, they're a little bit tight because, remember, there's some fresh layer of paint on there, and although it's dried up, it's just increased the thickness ever so slightly. But once that's worked up and down a few times, it'll be just fine. Just one screw in the middle to hold it back together, and number 55 is all done. Let's have a closer look. Clear coat has been applied now. It's got a nice shine. That's going to give the decals some permanence. Everything is operating as it should. The wheels got cleaned up. Original color scheme. I'm very pleased with that. Here's what we started with earlier with the broken fork. Totally worn out decals. But good bones. Look at that. That's looking factory fresh to me. No flies on that forklift, and it goes into a gift bag, and that goes back to the Goodwill shop as a gift for a young boy or girl, and I hope they enjoy that and give it a good second life. Thank you for visiting my channel today. I hope you'll come back regularly and often. It's coffee time.